This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities, running your business day to day.
When you're deciding what goods and services your business will provide, it's important to effectively identify the needs of your target customers. Is there a need for what you're selling? John Thompson, Chairman and CEO of Thompson Distribution Company, talks about how he chooses his products and services for maximum success.
I'm that peddler. I'm that little 8-year-old kid still peddling. I've always sold to a known need. I don't satisfy latent needs. What's a latent need? There's no such thing as a cell phone, and someone comes along trying to sell you a cell phone, and you haven't used it in the past, or you've been doing pink slips. You know, you go to lunch and someone takes a message for you and leave pink slips in your box or on your desk, and then you come in and return the calls. But here's a guy telling you you need voicemail. That's a latent need. You need voicemail, but you don't know it. I don't satisfy latent needs. I only satisfy known needs. I've done that since I was an 8-year-old kid. You know you need food. I sell food. You know when that light goes out, you need to replace something because you need that light. You know it. And you may not know who you're going to buy it from, and that's where I come in. I want to put myself in a position that you choose to buy it from me. But I don't have to convince you that you need it. I like selling to businesses because they're professional buyers. That buyer is paid to buy those products, know what they need, and know the criteria that they're going to use. So I'm going to go in and understand the criteria that they're using to make their decision. And I'm going to put myself in a position to best satisfy that criteria. Now, where's our footprint? If you're landing at Indianapolis International Airport, the lighting, the plumbing supplies that you see in the bathrooms, we supplied those. Those big decorative steel pillars holding up that arched roof, we supplied those. You're in Lucas Oil Stadium, those large fans, we supplied those fans to Lucas Oil Stadium. Thompson Distribution. First Electric Supply supplied the lighting. BC Countertops, Beyond Countertops supplied those cabinets and countertops in the suites. And we didn't distribute those, we fabricated those a quarter mile from here. We fabricated those, and then someone else installed them, but we fabricated those particular items. My engineering company designed the plumbing system in the bathrooms in the convention center. So when you go in there, it seems simple to you, but when you flush that toilet and it flushed properly, or you turn on the faucet and that hot water comes out, there's a fair amount of technology to make that happen in large buildings. And so my engineering company did that. Marion County Community Justice Center that's just opening now over on the near southeast side. My engineering company did a fair amount of design there. My electrical supply company supplied a lot of the electrical products. My plumbing supply company supplied a lot of the plumbing products and the construction materials, the drywall, the roofing materials. And we store a lot of that in our warehouses. We store some here in this First Electric warehouse. We store some at Thompson Distribution. And then we have a big construction warehouse at Rule and Roosevelt, where we store construction supplies that then gets delivered to the job sites. Many others, if you're at the Game Bridge, we've supplied much of the lighting, the electrical supplies there, but not just in the main field house, but also across the street on Delaware, where they put in the training center and the medical facility joint ventured with St. V's. We did that. Much of the multifamily around town, we've supplied a lot of the electrical, some of the plumbing, City Way. Other hospitals we've supplied. I mentioned Eskenazi, but most of IU Health projects we've supplied. The universities, we do a lot at all the universities, particularly IU and Purdue. So if you go to the Honors College, where you'll see some of the most beautiful woodwork in the state. We did all that woodwork. We fabricated all of it, and it, you know, and it's not many companies that can fabricate to that level. We fabricated the woodwork at the Kelley School of Business at IU down in Bloomington. So much of the work here at IUPUI, lighting and you name it, we've supplied. You go to Cummins, the headquarters downtown, we did all the millwork, we did all the lighting, most of the electrical supplies. We don't install, we supply to the contractor. You go to Cummins in Columbus, same thing. We supplied all of that, but again, to the contractors. Ivy Tech is a major customer, so when you see their projects around town, generally all three, sometimes my engineering company too is involved. In all that Citizens is doing, a lot of it underground, Deep Rock Tunnel, a lot of work at Belmont, Southport, water treatment facilities. My engineering company's heavily involved in all of that design. And then my supply companies, whether it's Thompson with pipe valves and fittings, or First Electric with switch gear and electrical supplies, we supply a lot of those projects. AES, my engineering company, we are their structural engineering department. So anytime you're putting in heavy equipment, it's got to sit on some structural base. And if that base isn't properly designed, it's going to collapse. And so my engineering firm is their structural design department. So for AES.